so much. Thank you, Charlie. And so, anyways, I count them as friends, and I count myself as a fan. This is Spencer, Morris, and Ozier.
Welcome to our show about our lives and times, our school days, good and bad ways, and nickels and dimes, the highs and the lows, and the searching for the essence, and the good old cars they made before there was planned obsolescence.
A little family car, it went pretty far, carrying the luggage and guitar, running on the cheapest gas you get. 61 Comet. Many miles it went, and its engine got spent. To Bob's garage on the west side it was sent. $180 overhaul and it was sent. 61 Comet. How good it feels, have your wheels, make your own business deals, running agenda that you set. 61 driving movies, drove through the trees, cold in the pockets of my keys, a manual transmission full of grit, 61 Comet. Rode to the lake, made a mistake, went downhill riding on the brake, squealing brake shoes, yeah. 61 Comet. One day it got sold before it got too old, driven to Visalia in the cold, traded for a 62 Dodge Corvette. 61 Comet.
Then everything changed as each wheel turns. LSD becomes illegal, but Ed Sullivan grows sideburns. There's a whole lot of young minds wanting somewhere to go, and many new kinds of stones that they throw.
In '64 when I was 10, they had the Beatles with long hair on men. Things got wilder when I was 13. Got the psychedelic scene. It is weirder than Carnaby Street. These people had no shoes on their feet. Janis Joplin was their new queen. The psychedelic scene. Pupils open, taken in light. Brighter than bright and whiter than white. Bluer than blue, greener than green. The psychedelic scene. Go higher, 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 like a wheel on fire. Fire. job. They have no intention of getting a job. See them pictured in Look magazine, the psychedelic scene. So much of a cliche, so much of a joke. You go in the head shop, get something to smoke. You pass it around behind the latrine, the psychedelic scene. In the top 20, there's change in the choir. God is the hellfire. You hear the White Album and wonder what they mean. The psychedelic scene. Go higher, 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 like a wheel on fire. Until we crash to conservative backlash.
All right. Thank you. We lived in record albums on turntables in our rooms while the whole world was burning. You couldn't help but smell the fumes. And you need to be someone, either a worker or a student, or everybody is wanting you to be bowing down to repent.
I hung around past college and I lived in the garage. Roamed across the desert and I drank from the mirage. Lipstick that was red rubbed off on my mouth. Went up to the north and I went down to the south just to love you, babe. Just to love you. Was scared to be compared to most people out on the road. Follow the ghost to the coast and it showed what it showed. Drank from the wells with the smell you had to inhale. Been in luck with a buck on the trail to the Holy Grail just to love you. Just to love you. Feel your warm embrace. Hold you close. Look into your face. Dinner in the stairs do. Just to love you. Spent some time alone, chasing dreams without a plan. Like a wild horse out at night, like a peacock's high-tailed fan. Like a voyeur or a lawyer, or maybe both combined. Like a dimwit or a misfit who left it all behind just to love you. Just to love you. Feel your warm embrace. Hold you close, look so deep in your face, sharing as stairs do. Just love you.
We remember the drill and remember the drumming and just hide in the closet if the Russians are coming. And the good neighbor decides in the deep summer swelter which neighbor can come into their new fallout shelter.
We produced the first nuclear bomb in the end of World War II. Harry S. Truman, our president, thought it was the thing to do. 1945 in Enola Gay and Bhaskar. Hiroshima, Nagasaki were the first to bear the scar. The arms raised. In the arms raised. Some Russian spies like Harry Gold sold scientific secrets under Stalin. 1945, the first Soviet arsenal was all in. United Nations formed an Atomic Energy Commission. But America and the Soviet Union could not come to a decision. The arms raised. The arms raised. Both sides got the hydrogen bomb by 1952. Soviets created a thermonuclear device too. Then in the US in '54, a brave test was passed. But there was fallout for 300 miles, and it was triple the predicted blast. And the arms raised. First there was pretending it was not the doomsday bomb. School children in closets with teachers preaching calm. Science on the rise, there was more and more unfurled. Soon international ballistic missiles could bomb anywhere in the world. Arms raised. In the arms raised. 62 to 82, each side built more and more. The Cuban Missile Crisis came close to starting war. But we were in a Cold War, seeming like it would never end. Mutually assured destruction seemed to be our only friend. In the arms raised. Destructive capability continued to advance. Others wanted weapons like the UK, China, and France. Economic problems that were needing to be solved. The rising fear of the public in the Soviet Union dissolved in the arms race.
Somewhere else. Many things come from Japan. Some place has illegal fireworks and you can get them. They probably come from Mexico or China in the east. Some place where you can get them without paying the least.
Dad's job once supported our whole family. We lived pretty well off his salary. To be struggling financially was not something I was fearing, but the middle class was disappearing. I went to college almost free, got the humanities degree, but all this mad music I was hearing, middle class was disappearing. Brother-in-laws were losing their good jobs at the auto plant, and children gone to college got the loan and not the grant. And making a living teaching, I fought school vouchers, only hearing middle class was disappearing. Yeah. Gone away. Gone away. Starve unions gone down to Mexico, and there's this fear where we are trusting where the money needs to go, and there's lawless disaster always nearing, while the middle class is disappearing. There's politics in play in the darkness of the night, and this those ideals, neither one seems right. The search is one for something more endearing, while the middle class was disappearing. Gone away. Gone away.
Somebody to Love is who I was looking for, and I knew enough to know it wasn't in a store, and I had a clue it was something that was blind, but I knew it was something I had to find.
roses and gold, roses and gold, roses and gold. She is my life, to have and to hold, my life forever. She's my love, she's my love, she's my love, she is my life. Cannot you see the rainbow in the heaven? See the stars falling from the sky. I see my love on top of a mountain. She never dies, she never dies, she never dies, she never dies. Cannot you wait for the skies to open? See the river running through the street, and in the quiet of the forest, the rotting deer, the rotting deer, the rotting deer, they are so near. Roses and gold, roses and gold, roses and gold. She is my life, to have and to hold, now and forever. She's my love, she's my life, she's my love, she is my life.
The great deniers are not worried about the increase in forest fires. The great deniers are more worried about the decrease in buyers. The great deniers will pay men to believe their way, then it's believing in lies that earns their pay.
In this global warming weather, with this storm and hurricane, and this field of golden flowers, burned by acid rain, and mine turned by tabloid trials, in the shade, those deep in denial that this problem is man-made, and now with right-wing position, politics mighty politicians turn a greener shade of green. They said there is no reason polar bear should have to swim, so some guy could drive his Hummer to his workout in the gym. For the meat of fast food nation, with rainforest trees cut down, broken ice in generation melts to make the valleys drown, and now the lost exhaust a burning engine from cars run on gasoline, making militant ecologists turn the greener shade of green. The last administration sold out nature for a song, put polluters in charge of regulating pollution, as if that wasn't wrong. Now there's big holes in the ozone, we can't convict, broken ice that's melting faster than it once predict, and now the wide ocean gets wider, and the surface landless sea, water's getting higher, and the greener shade of green.
The psychedelic cool quoted Timothy Leary in Dayglow paint in their dresser drawer room. He said, "Give me your tired and your weary, and let's stop the workings of this machine of doom."
Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. I went to see a film called The Graduate. He was done with school but had no direction. He loved this older woman that loved her daughter, and would somehow make this big connection. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. Went to see a film called Easy Rider. Two motorcycle outlaws getting rich and high, admitting that they blew it somehow before their agent of death does pass by. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. film called Carnal Knowledge. They pursued sex at any cost, going after everything they conceive of, but not perceiving of paradise that's lost. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. Called Catch-22. They wanted to get out of war like never before. Saw the severity of misplaced power and the opening and shutting of all doors. Tune in, turn on, and drop out. All our days are left in doubt, wondering what it's all about. Turn on and drop
For the House and the Senate of gerrymandering districts, representing the person who drew the map or paid him, sly as a mouse with a bag full of tricks against the force of influence that outweighed him.
Love calls like a whispering ghost. Love calls like a whispering ghost. Imagine the unknown, wanting to be less captive of routine, with something inside that's set free. At least that's my story, being moth to a flame, losing it all to a woman, playing a summertime game. Before we had restraint, before we could boast, before we were some saint, love called like a whispering ghost. In the eyes of a dreamer, where the cool waters flow, and the everyday schemer lays claim to what they don't really know. And the cameras take pictures, pass them around, look for a space on this cyberspace case lost and found. Think of the one who wanted to boast under the sun. Love calls like a whispering ghost. Live on the road, four on the floor, into a world that's never gonna be like it was anymore. Cameras take pictures, pass them around, seem close. Tomorrow and yesterday, love calls like a whispering ghost.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate a great audience, and I want to thank Veni Vidi Vici for their support, and keep on Rogan. There's a lot of great shows out there. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.